Hi, Connie. How are you? Nice to see you. Regen Orthopedics is about regenerating joints that are deteriorated, primarily from arthritis in the hips, knees, shoulders, neck, spine, And we're trying to bring in the cutting edge of medicine to patients who are looking for alternatives to treating aching joints and musculoskeletal problems that basically are stopping them from being them, and by pain, by loss of function, and so on. So we're bringing in stem cell treatments, what we describe as autologous stem cells, meaning your own stem cells. Basically, how I do this is I make sure it's an accurate harvest of stem cells from the bone marrow. And how I do that is by looking at the ultrasound and identifying the exact spot I want to hit with my needle to take the stem cells out. The best outcomes come from your own stem cells. We don't really know, we don't have a lot of information on whether or not stem cells from placental stem cells or other sources are going to be as effective in your body as they are in somebody else's, but I can prove that your stem cells work in you. They've been doing it since the beginning. So the best data also comes out from bone marrow stem cells, your own. So I'm very big on that. It's easier for me to actually pull it off the shelf and buy it off the shelf and inject it like a cortisone shot, but I go through the process of harvesting your own because I believe it, and the literature supports that it works better. It's not for everybody, it's not for every joint. There's a learning curve from my end as a doc who's using a lot of regenerative medicine to understanding who is the best candidate for this. This is the knee, you have the stem cell injection in.
Right.
Straightens out all the way there, Connie, and I'm gonna bend it for us. See it, bend it for me? As people are getting older, they will start to develop arthritis in joints, and that will be a loss of cartilage. And for those, we use their own stem cells to try to regenerate the cartilage, which is what arthritis means, the loss of cartilage, is the surface covering of the joints where the bones touch. And you've heard the expression bone on bone. When they've lost that surface covering, we inject the stem cells from their own bodies so that they can regenerate those and get the motion and pain back in the joints. And can you get your hand behind you? Love it. Recovery time's pretty quick. I mean, the stem cell procedures take typically about 30 minutes, of which 25 of those minutes are waiting for this machine to process your stem cells. The injection, the harvest of stem cells is easy. And now it basically boils down to an injection. And essentially we take the stem cell that we acquired from Mrs. Johnson's knee and inject it here. And then when we're done, it's done. You walk out, and the typical joint will be sore for a couple of weeks, nothing intolerable, and then it really starts to turn the corner at a month. And we like to see people have, solid results by 4 months. I do more shoulder replacements, for example, than anybody in the United States, and yet I don't want one. I think it's a great operation. I have many happy patients, okay? But if I can avoid it, if I'm the right kind of patient to avoid that, of course, even, ask me, I'll tell you, I don't want one either. So the biggest benefit is bringing in, keeping your own body parts is a good thing, and being able to do that with your own material is the biggest benefit. And there's no question in orthopedics moving forward, if you look at the national scene, that regenerative medicine is going to have a place, just like cortisone shots, just like gel shots, and just like total knees and total hips, total shoulders. So this is going to have a place for the right patient, and I think that's really the exciting part about it. Helping patients get better with less invasive means is always a plus.